Okay, what is up, everyone? I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. With that being said, we just had a great week. Let me just do this. We just had an absolutely amazing week, and it was great to be able to share this week with you guys and see you absolutely crush it. Even if you didn't, it doesn't matter, by the way, because the amazing weeks that you see in the community, the amazing weeks that you see with us, the amazing weeks that you see that we have a winning streak or whatever it is, they're not just important if you execute, they're also very important if you witness them. And I think that is one of the most important things that I want to tell you right now. That seeing these amazing weeks after very range bound price action, and I'm not kidding you when I say that I genuinely do believe that we went from the worst price action that I've ever seen into the best price action that I've ever seen in a long ass time. And now, the thing is, some of you might say, well, Kimmel, I didn't execute on this. This is trash. I should have executed. I can't believe I didn't execute. Kimmel, what? No. The fact that you've witnessed it, in my opinion, is as important as executing on it. Obviously, if you executed, then amazing, and congratulations to you. If you didn't, I want you to use this as a reminder for you that every single time that I say, guys, good price action will come. You don't have to execute on this trash price action. Just wait for the amazing price action. Just wait for those amazing, beautiful, clean days where you know exactly where the market is going to go and you execute on those. Now you've just witnessed that. So a lot of you maybe before didn't even think that this was possible. Kimmel, when we have clean price action, what is clean price action? It doesn't matter if you trade FX. It doesn't matter if you trade NASDAQ. I want you to right now, as soon as you have time, be it today, be it next weekend, be it throughout the week, I want you to hindsight test, which means not bar replay, hindsight test the price action we had this week on NASDAQ, right? And actually, for the last 2 weeks on NASDAQ, I want you to hindsight test exactly what happened from here onwards, right? Because again, you've now witnessed what clean price action is. And I think that that is important because there will be a time, and I need to remind you every single time when we are in a winning streak, there will be a time in which we are going to enter in a losing streak. And that's fine, because all of our winning streaks will greatly outweigh the times at which we are not doing as great, right? That's what trading is. It's good times and it's bad times. And you need to understand that, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the market breakdown. And right now, honestly, there isn't much that I need to tell you on NASDAQ. It is very obviously going up. A lot of traders tell me, well, Kimmel, when are we going to go down? I don't know when we're going to go down. We will eventually go down, retrace a little bit. We already had news this weekend of Iran saying that they're going to close it again and blah, blah, blah. Prepares to board Iran-linked ships. So the war is still going on. Right? They maybe will not extend the ceasefire if no deal by Wednesday. And they will keep the US blockade. So it's very weird where the price action is as bullish, excuse my French, but this is really required. It's as bullish as it ever fucking gets. But then you look at the news and you're like, what? What the hell is going on here? So, with that being said, the market is extremely bullish right now. And I can tell you that there's going to be traders that will try to short this over and over again. And they will lose and they will lose and they will lose. They will try to short here and here and here and here and here and here and here. And then, once it finally hits, they're going to be like, guys, I shorted the top. Look at me. I am so good. I shorted the top. And then you're like, oh my God, what did he know? What did he know? I can tell you. Excuse my French again. He didn't know fucking shit. He just didn't show you all of the losses. That's the big difference. That's why every single time I see someone shorting the high, I'm like, I know you're not a good trader, my friend. I know for a fact you're not a good trader. If you're catching a reversal, I know you're not showing me so many fucking trades that you took. And, and that's one of the things that I will make sure that I'll keep reminding you over and over and over again. Because every single time that you'll see the short playing out, you're going to be like, Kimmel, how could I have executed on this? Well, the way you execute on this reversal is by executing on this, and losing all the time. Now, if we start having the 4-hour respecting bearish PD arrays, then sure, we can execute on the shorts eventually. Yes, we can. And we will. But right now, it's not the time. The time will come, and on the market breakdown, I will tell you guys, this maybe is now the time to short. Let's see if we have an opportunity. But as of right now, I don't see anything. No, I don't. So, if the market, as the market continues moving higher, I'll keep taking longs. Again, you look at the 1-hour chart, we have not disrespected one bullish key level this week. We did not disrespect one bearish fair value gap, one bullish we haven't disrespected any bullish fair value gaps or order blocks. All of them respected. That's why I'd say it's been the most beautiful price action that we've ever seen. It has never been this clean, and I've traded through a lot of clean price action, from the bullishness to the bearishness, to even the COVID times where the bullishness then became very, very obvious. Like in all of these times, you don't see as much of a clear uptrend as you see here, right? So with that being said, oh yeah, and by the way, if you're thinking, oh fuck, I should have executed on this, I was too afraid, I didn't find any entries, blah, 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 don't worry. Maybe we won't have the cleanest price action as we had now, but there's still gonna be clean price action, right? So again, just tape read it, just hindsight test it, and see what you can make from it and how you can execute it the next time that something like this appears. But I'm still going to be looking for the longs as long as the market continues showing us bullishness. Now, EU is now in a tougher spot, and I was talking about this on the Q&A this week, where someone asked me about, okay, what do you think of EU price action? And I'm going to be honest, EU price action was probably quite tough to trade, because if you don't take advantage of the longs right here, which happened quite quickly, right? You would have to be okay with waiting for New York session. That's first of all. Then once we have this market shift, just execute. And maybe you did. I know some of you did, which is amazing. But then you had maybe this opportunity right here that I don't know if you would have gotten the 2R, depends on where you would have your stops. And then the same opportunity right here that if you executed, you may have gotten the 2R, and it would have taken about 1 day for it to reach, right? And then the shorts and the longs, I think these were not really great opportunities. So you could have had 3 opportunities, you could have had 0, because it wasn't the easiest thing to execute on, but the executions were there. Because the bullishness was obvious, right? The bullishness was very, very obvious. So I want you to now also, if you trade FX, if you trade FX, you have two things to do. One, check the EU and hindsight test it. And 2 is check NASDAQ and hindsight test it. I don't care if you don't trade NASDAQ. I still want you to check it out, right? And then we have GU that also did very, very similarly. Like the market moved exactly how we forecasted, but it moved quite quickly, where you had 2 opportunities to execute, and GU was way easier to execute on, because we had boom, market shift, you execute, and it just goes to take profit. Also here, market shift, execute, and it goes to take profit. All of these were pretty trash. If you take the shorts, I don't know why you're taking shorts. If you take the longs, then I also wouldn't know very, very clearly why you would be long. Maybe there's this market structure shift gives you a good piece of information, but then this was just one piece of news, right? So with that being said, on EU and on GU, I'm still bullish. The same thing on from Nasdaq, which is if we start showing bearishness from here, we might actually have a stronger push towards these order blocks right here. Right, we can have something like that. But either way, I think it becomes a matter of time until the market provides that bullishness and you execute on the longs yet again, both on EU and on GU. I think we are. Have we bottomed on EU GU? I don't know. I don't trade based on if we've bottomed or not. I trade on a day-to-day basis. But right now, if we've bottomed, your job right now is just every single retracement, look at where we're going to react bullish from. And so with that being said, I want you to hindsight test EU and GU. I want you to hindsight test EU, GU, NQ if you are an FX trader. And I want you to hindsight test NQ if you are just an NQ trader. And so with that being said, market is looking great. Strong bullishness in the market. If I see a massive reversal, I don't care if I don't catch the high. I can tell you the only traders that will catch the high are the bad traders. And with that being said, I'll talk to you every single day, and let's see if we can still crush it this week. Peace.